We begin this segment with the Stanley Cup playoffs. Of course, Game 2 just wrapped up between the New York Rangers and Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning responded swiftly, scoring 6 goals past Henrik Lundqvist, who's now 5-12 all-time in Game 2s in his career in the playoffs. Guys, is this something that we're starting to say, hey, Tampa Bay's for real, or was this just a minor blip in the radar for the Rangers?
They did against Montreal, and it turned out to be something they did well. Eventually, they had that one good game, and then the series went to the 7. If they can keep doing this, then they're fine. This is how Tampa Bay's built, to score a bunch of goals, and you have to get on Henrik Lundqvist that quickly. And if they were relentless. They had that game wrapped up pretty quickly, and so you got to attack this team, because the Rangers will wear you down. If you can wear them down on the scoreboard, you're going to be.
They had 15 consecutive games winning by, or at least winning or losing in these playoffs by 1 goal.
Yeah, 2-1. 2-1. It's like watching soccer. The Tampa Bay, after Game 1, they knew what they had to do. They had to get more traffic to the net. They had to pressure their D. They did exactly that. They got in Lundqvist's face, and they caused a lot of traffic. He couldn't see a lot of things coming his way. If you can't see it, you can't stop it. The other thing I have to complain about, though, is the game times. 11 o'clock on Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Thank you, NBC. How many people are sitting at the lake going, oh, it's beautiful, let's sit around and watch hockey? And why aren't we playing in the evening? Because you look now, NBC's not broadcasting the games during the week, we're playing in the evening. NBC broadcasts the games on the weekend, we're playing in the middle of the afternoon.
Because you have the NBA to contend with, and you have the Preakness to contend with, by the way.
Yes.
American Pharaoh.
I had to cut my golf game to 9 holes instead, because I didn't know that it was starting at 11. So we got home for the second period, but
Hey, I couldn't do yard work Saturday because of it. Thank you.
Well, thank NBC for that one. Moving on to the other series that obviously ruined your weekend on Sunday, Anaheim and Chicago. You look at both teams, the average height on the team is 6'3", so they got some tall guys. But you look at when it comes to the meat, the size, the advantage goes to Anaheim. Anaheim is about a good 20 pounds heavier, and it showed, because if you look at Jarmelson and some of the other D-men, they got hit and hit hard. Duncan Keith, another guy, and he's not a small guy by any stretch. You look at this and you look at the factor, does Anaheim's physical dominance in Game 1 kind of just set the table for the rest of the series, or is it just only one game and there's still plenty of a series for Chicago?
Don't want to get too excited. It's just one game. You can try to shut down Taves. You can try to shut down Kane and even Sharp and Hossa. Like, the list goes on. And you can do it occasionally, but Kane needs just a few seconds here and there, and it's in the back of your net. So as much as they shut down Taves, and they did a great job of that, and they shut down Kane, but at the same time, you can't do that night after night after night, period after period, shift after shift. Eventually, Chicago's going to chip through. Anaheim has a very young defensive core. They're going to pressure them tonight and expect Chicago to bounce back.
But I'd say if you're going to do that, do it in Game 1. If you're going to throw your physical dominance, don't be waiting until 4, 5, 6 games. Do it in Game 1. Set the tone quickly that you're going to have to beat us with all your skill guys, or we're going to beat you up. We're going to get in the corners. We're going to get to the wall and do all that as well. So I like the statement they make, and I also like their team is good. Their top 6 is impressive as well. I think just as impressive as Chicago's. It could come down to the young core, or could come who can just last this long, and that's the West. Who can last this long about beating each other up that much?
All right, guys, how about this? The Edmonton Oilers, it will come down perhaps sometime later this week, but it sounds like Todd McClellan, who coached the San Jose Sharks, also helped Team Canada at the World Hockey Championships, lead them to gold, is going to be the new bench boss in Edmonton. Guys, is this a great move? Will he be a great fit? And another question for you for that, is he going to help this team make the playoffs or even win a Stanley Cup?
Whoa, wait. Winning a Stanley Cup, come on. Haven't made the playoffs for 9 years. Let's just get in the playoffs, okay? Winning a cup, settle down. I think it's going to make a difference. A kid they're going to draft is going to make a difference. And I think more than anything, with Connor McDavid coming on, Todd coming on board, a new GM on board, maybe the old boys club out, free agents are going to come up this summer and they're going to say, you know what, they have a nice mall and they're a pretty good team. I might want to sign up in Edmonton. So all this kind of puts together well that the Oilers actually may contend for a playoff spot this year. Winning a Stanley Cup, that's down the road.
That's Toronto Maple Leafs thinking every year they're going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, just make the playoffs. Get into the dance.
I think just getting to that point of fighting for a spot, even that is respectable. You don't want to be in that top 5. Oh, we might have the first round pick again, but you got to think the horseshoe they have right now. It's got to be like. If I
Toronto
had that,
fans got to be a little jealous.
Like you get McDavid, you get the old boys club out, you get a great GM and a great coach. Like, what else can you?
If you have a buddy like the Edmonton Oilers, you're taking to Vegas and you're saying you're sitting beside me when I'm playing the games. But because the Oilers do, I don't know what kind of hockey gods are smiling at them every time they have that lottery. They have to hope that they're not in that lottery this coming season. And they got to hope that they make the playoffs and contend. You don't want to be sitting at Christmas time going, oh, darn, we're out of it already.
I think it started with Bob Nicholson. Once he took over, I think everything started to change when it came to at least the attitudes towards the Oilers, because this is a guy who's a proven winner. And on top of that, like you said, the horseshoe up to you-know-what. They've been very, very fortunate this season. I want to get to this before we hit up commercial break. The NBA Conference Finals are set. You look at the 4 teams that are in there: Houston, Golden State in the West, and then East you have LeBron, the Cleveland Cavs, and the Atlanta Hawks, who've been a very surprising team this year. Who goes to the NBA Finals?
Golden State and Atlanta. I think Golden State is the team to beat. What they do in that team, you watch them play, they're such an elite team. Like, they are the team to beat. I take Atlanta just for stability and what they have. Like, their starting lineup hasn't changed. They have same guys all regular season, same guys throughout the playoffs. It's not like Cleveland's been having a lot of changing. And you're basically hoping where LeBron's taking you to finals. And
He's done that with a lot of teams. He's carried the Heat for so many years.
Yeah.
If they can hold LeBron in check, then Atlanta comes out. Houston's playing good right now. Like, they rolled over and they came back in that series. They had no right to come back in that series. And they come back, they win that series, and they're right now, they're the hottest team going. Harden is a man possessed, doesn't get the league MVP, thought he probably deserved it. Now he wants to win the championship. So.
Well, it should be interesting to see what happens. But the NBA Finals, of course, or the NBA Conference Finals that start tonight, Game 1 between the Western Conference teams, and then the East goes on Wednesday. And the NBA Draft Lottery, by the way, we have a question involving that in Over Under coming up.